Thank you for watching Culture Fix. I am really delighted to be joined by the talented Olivier Dion. Olivier has released sublime projects, including his album Sur les Fils and Exposed, and now he's released this really powerful new single, Pardon, Pardon. Olivier joins me today to chat about the track and all his exciting projects to come. Olivier, I need to apologize because my French is going to be pretty rough, so feel free to correct me.
We can do it in English. I have to get used to your English accent too, because we're mostly used into Canadian accents.
Yeah,
Yours are a little bit more
harsh.
different, but I'm harsh. I don't want to be yeah, I don't want to be insulting or stuff, but we get people say so many things about our French accent, so
That's fine. So it's better than mine, so we'll go with that.
it's
Um,
okay, man.
but congratulations because Pardon Pardon is it's a really interesting track.
Thank you,
It
man.
feels quite dark. Can you talk to
Bro,
me a
it
little
feels
bit about
dark.
the
I know.
mood?
It feels dark, yeah, and this is why I wasn't sure. I wasn't even sure to put it on the album and to release it at first because I feel like it was much darker than what I'm used to doing. But when I got into the studio that day, I could not just go and write a normal simple song. I really wanted to write into what I was feeling, what I thought we are kind of all feeling right now with those kind of weird moment, like the world is. I feel like the world is in a constant crisis, and like every day we're just going through some darker things each time. Of course, like. Here in Canada, we're so close to the U.S. and like seeing the president going do some wild stuff, going calling wars, stuff like that. It really like puts. I feel like we can feel it. Like, and this song is not really. It's not a political song. I feel like it's a really human song. It's about like how we feel about that and how we feel about this ecosystem that's surrounding us, and watching all these news and social media, and we cannot just escape them, and I mean we can try to escape them and deny them, and this song is about this actually, how we go through our lives normally while while dark things are happening. So yeah, so it's darker than what I'm used to do, but with all that's happening, I felt like I just had to go there, and I wanted to do something meaningful and something that I felt, and this is really what I want to do more and more, to do meaningful stuff, and I get to find out about this power that we have as artists, to just have this voice, sometimes this platform, and this way of just expressing ourselves. And I want to explore this a little bit more. I feel like I've never done it so much before, and yeah, but it's all about like connecting, expressing ourselves and emotions.
Yeah, it kind of taps into that idea of almost like a guilt that we're all kind of living our lives as these kind of really horrible things are going on in the world. Was that kind of the intention?
That's exactly the intention, bro. It's like yeah, it's like so many things are happening, and we just go and we scroll through all of that, and we cannot really do otherwise because every day it's like news and bad news. But then I mean, there's nothing really we can do like day to day, so we have to at some point like maybe yeah, you know uh, get our eyes closed and just keep going, and knowing this, yeah, it makes us uncomfortable, and this is what it's all about, yeah.
The visuals are really arresting. They're really powerful. I thought it's a very different music video from what
Yeah.
we've seen from you before. How did you come up with the concept of that? Because it really combines movement and like that kind of human closeness, but also
Yeah.
conveys a dark tone.
Yeah, exactly. I actually I didn't want to get like that explicit without that, because as I'm saying, I didn't want this song, and I don't want to get too political about everything. I don't think it's my place, but I want to reflect on how it makes us feel. So I wanted this music video to almost makes us feel uncomfortable while watching it, and have those little symbol and strong images, and people that, yeah, to get to see this and to feel maybe a little awkward watching it, not knowing exactly why they feel like this. But yeah, I think, and I worked with Alexandre Nuance, which is the director of the music video, but he's also my new creative director for the whole project. And we met a few months ago, and I loved. We connected so much in the vision and the way we wanted to work. So and he he really took the idea at first and made it something very special with the music video and all the team that worked on it. Like it's very excited and proud about this video.
Yeah, you mentioned there the upcoming project. I don't know how much you want to say just now, but am I right in thinking there's an album on the way?
There's an album on the way and it's coming very soon. It's coming out. I wish I could tell you the date right now, but I'm still because I have a date, but right now I'm still finalizing some mixes and stuff, and I wondering if I'll have to postpone like 2 or 3 weeks further back. So I'm not going to tell you a date, but it's going to be very soon. So yeah, and I'm super stoked about this whole album, the way it sounds, the way it feels, and I cannot wait to release more.
I'm really excited to hear what you've been working on. Would you say that the kind of the mood is similar to the single, or is it kind of more varied?
It is. I guess it gets closer maybe to the songs that I released just before, which is Tous les chemins, Demain à l'aube, Tombe. It's actually those songs are going to be on the album as
Oh,
well.
nice.
And yeah, so you have like a kind of mix of both. Pardon, pardon is the more, I guess, the more harsh one. And yeah, I guess maybe the other one are a little bit like smoother in terms of themes. I express myself more about maybe uh, relationships, the stamp of anything that can happen surrounding you that has an impact on yourself. My ex relationship has inspired me a lot, and the way it ended, and this is it's been a whole yeah, a big part of the inspiration for the album. So we're gonna go through all of this. So it's like a mix between, yeah, what I did before and Pardon Pardon, and I think it blends very well together, and are very nice tracks to this album.
Has it been quite a healing process to write and record the album?
Um, I don't know if it's been a healing process. It sure has been a process that actually that got me, that kept me thinking about it sometimes, because when you read about something, and sometimes it makes you forget about it, but sometimes I guess it makes you think about it too. So yeah, I mean it's been a process that made me yeah, introspect a lot about this, and made me um, it's made me navigate and maybe understand more a little bit about my feelings and about this relationship, about the way it ended, about this person, and about the way I manage my relationships as well. So yeah.
Would you say there's a particular song on the album that maybe hasn't been released yet that you are excited for people to hear? Is there one kind of standout that you're thinking like, I can't wait to release that song?
Oh yeah, man. I mean, honestly, many of them, and they all have. I feel like they all have their little particularity that makes them original and nice, but they also blend together very well. There's one song, and I think it's gonna be the well, it's getting it's yeah, it's gonna be the focus track of the album. It's called the Psychanalyse. Is it the same word in English for like a therapy?
Eh,
It's
no, it's like
it's like a
psychology. Okay,
psychology, but
yeah.
it's like a deep one when you go very deep into the your psychology when you from since the day you were born, and then you just go through all the events. So
Okay.
it's really like deep into this. But I mean the title makes it sound very deep, but it's not that deep. It's it gets you like very into this nostalgia of like being with someone and it's also when you reach the point where love gets you crazy, and yeah, someone makes you lose your makes you lose your mind, but also makes you want to stop everything and just settle down with this person.
Yeah.
Uh, and this vibe of the vibe of this track is just I love it. Yeah, it brings you some nostalgia, and it's I think it's very powerful. It also has like a retro vibe, and the melodies, the way the chorus is built. And at first we're not sure about the word psychanalyse because it sounds like very heavy. I feel like yeah, when we get into a psychanalyse, like
Mhm.
yeah, so you got to go through all your traumas and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I think it sounds actually very nice and it's very original. So
Well, you know,
yeah,
I can't think of another song with that title, which is usually a good
right.
sign. Like
Same, you know. I think yeah, that's so
psychoanalysis, or
true.
something there's nothing like that. So maybe that's a market.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like
I thought it could be
dopamine.
maybe the I thought it maybe could be the album title, but I thought it was too strong and maybe not exactly what the album total was reflecting. But yeah.
Um, I would love to jump back 2 or 3 years and talk about the Sur le Fil album.
Yeah.
That there's so many strong tracks on that Rendezvous, Dame. Uh, what was the experience of putting that collection like? Because I don't want to speak for you, but when I listened to that album, it felt very kind of you. It seemed like a really quite a personal album. Um,
Hmm.
and it almost like kind of you found a real artistic voice. It was quite sort of
Yeah.
original and unique.
Yeah. It was actually I feel like it was really the beginning of me being myself and finding my true self as an artist, which was very not easy at first. And I think it's the first time that I was enabling myself to just speak my truth sometimes, speak about my vulnerabilities and my insecurities and my lack of confidence sometimes. And yeah, so I feel like this album made me open myself a lot. It was maybe a reason why it was not still wasn't easy to promote it, you know, because sometimes it's like yeah, you release the songs and then I feel like I could have I didn't go that deep in the promotion and like explaining the origin of the song and the inspirations of the song. Maybe like as if I wanted to keep like protecting myself or something. This is really when I get something that I want to get rid of, you know, and I want to be more like transparent. But also I want people like to feel and to listen to the songs and to make their own stories with it, not always having to be related to me. But yeah, but Sur le Fil was for sure like special because it was also my first experience as a independent artist producing all that. And Sur le Fil, I started writing it pre-pandemic,
Okay.
and we were supposed to produce it with the label. And actually, we had no label, but the goal was to produce it with the label. And we were like in discussions and stuff like that. And I just had ended my contract with Columbia and Sony France. And yeah, so we were looking for a new label, and then the pandemic happened, and then just everything shut down, and just the world was a bit, very a lot of uncertainty, and I was in France back then, but I was stuck in Montreal for a while, so I had to review all my way of working, and the discussions were so slow with the labels I was having a word with that I decided to produce it myself.
Yeah.
And this just led me to yeah, a whole new world of just creativity and collaborations and decision making. And so it gave me a lot of very nice experience. And this brings me to this moment with this new album where I feel like so much more prepared, so much more organized, and just so much more like experimented.
Do you think now you would like if a record label appeared, would you think I would rather kind of work independently now that you're out of that model?
I think I would always I think I'd stay independent, but I think a record could be nice just to help, because there are many ways you can work with a label. I don't think I would ever go again with a label like 360 where they take care of all of you. Because right now I just love the production part of it. I love the freedom of it. I love that I choose exactly what I want. But I would love a label just to be able to labels. They have much more financial freedom. They have contacts. They have there are many advantages to be with the label as well. So it would be nice to maybe associate and do like a co-production or stuff like that. This is something that I may be thinking for maybe a future project. But right now I'm just very happy with the way it is right now. I'm able to do so many things, and I'm getting better each days. So yeah. So we'll see. We'll see what comes next.
A man of many talents. Yeah.
Oh,
Um,
thank you.
if you were kind of thinking like in terms of putting the album out, are physical releases still kind of something on your mind, like putting it out on vinyl or CD, or do you think streaming now is kind of the main focus?
Bro, I would love to. I didn't do a physical album for Solefil, and because so financially wise, I had to. You have to make some decisions at some point. And but like this one, I feel like I I think it has to exist somewhere physically. So I'm really thinking about it right now. And I think that like I think the physical album is. I don't think nobody really listens to this anymore. I don't think we cannot put CDs anywhere right now. It's really a tough thing to do. But I feel like vinyls are such a very nice. I think it's a nice piece, nice thing to have. A lot of people use them more. They get back to this, and I feel like that there's this willingness to go back to the physical things,
Yeah.
with this in this era with all these digital stuff where we don't possess anything, but we have everything, but we don't possess anything, and it's I think that we miss this little. It's good to have this sense, of touch, of just having something, and it's a piece of art as well. This is what's so bad with the streaming platforms. It's like we put so much effort sometimes into just having a nice artwork
Uh,
for the album, because the artwork it's part of the album. It's part of the story. It's part of the feeling, and we don't see the artwork
the
anywhere
little
except
box in
like
the
very
corner.
very
Yeah.
small, like so small. And even like on Spotify, you cannot, even when you go on the album, you cannot click it to zoom. You cannot zoom on it. It's like it's so yeah, it sucks, man.
I think vinyl is the answer. I think it can
Yeah.
really there's something really nice about putting on an album at like first side, first track, and just listening in the way that the artist has intended. There's something really
Mm.
nice about that. It kind of does kind of draw you into the story and the album. So yeah, I do think vinyl's a good shout.
Yeah, bro, I miss so much when I used to, pick up intentionally. I mean, I'm trying to go back to this, but it's hard. But when you used to pick up like intentionally the album that you wanted to play, or even because I even when I was a teenager, it was the MP3s, it was stuff like that, but we would not have unlimited access to all the songs. So you would still like go and find out about the album and listen to all the tracks. I miss that really much.
Well, you mentioned briefly, working with the label, and the Exposed album was the first kind of your music that kind of I discovered and I heard, and I think it's probably because it was English language and it was maybe kind of more,
Mhm.
it kind of arrived at kind of more sort of a broader audience.
Yeah.
Um, the album holds up really well, like lots of great songs like Curious, Kinda Love, Trial Run. Um, are you still quite proud of that album?
I'm still quite proud of this album, bro. It's like it's. Sorry, I called you bro. We're,
It's
we're
okay.
friends now. um, I'm still proud of this album. Yes, but sometimes I feel like this album is not really mine because it's like so many things happened since, and I feel like things didn't go out exactly the way I wanted them to go after this album. Um, I had a different vision than my manager at the time, and we never I never could just do it live. I wanted to experiment this album live. Like when I did release in Montreal, it was so nice. I was on stage alone with my piano, my guitar, my SPD6, and we played like 9 tracks of the album, and it was so nice, and like people would just enjoy so much, and I never could do it again after because yeah, different vision.
Yeah.
It's another story, but so I feel like I've never had time to really put it forward, and at the time also I really I mean it's always been a I think a struggle for me, but I always had a struggle to really put myself out there and promote my stuff like maybe they deserve to be promoted. I think it's hard, and this is you have to do this today, like to really, as an artist on the social media, you have to put yourself out there
Yeah.
and just find ways to. And sometimes, yeah, I feel like almost uncomfortable doing it. So, and this is for sure something that I'm trying to do better with this new project that's coming. So this is why it's a weird relation that I have with Exposed, but I mean I love so many good tracks on this album, and for sure I'm gonna put some of them in my next show, and yeah, sometimes I'm sad this album. I feel like this album, in Quebec, not so many people know about it, and yeah, and it's been so long I didn't speak about it, and yeah, but I think it's yeah, you mentioned like Trial Run. Like, when we wrote Trial Run in studio, bro, I was like, this is some next level, man. I was
Yeah.
working with such good producers, and yeah, maybe someday I'll just bring it back, because I feel like now with
Yeah, a
social
little
media you can
anniversary,
just
2028 or 2029. Go for it.
yeah, exactly, man. I got to do that.
Well, you might not love talking about yourself and talking about the music, but we will be your hype guys on the website because I do think it's great stuff, and you should be really proud. And I get it's tough though when you have kind of created something so personal to then kind of talk about it too much because you've kind of done the process. So the last
Exactly,
phase.
exactly. It's like you've done it. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna put this my phone. I'm gonna film some behind the scene of our interview right now. But but yeah, you said it's like we've gone through the process for hours and months, writing the thing and just thinking about how to release it, and then yeah, sometimes you just wish that the songs and the project would make its way just normally through people's hands.
Yeah.
But it's different today. It's nothing like it used to be like 20 years ago. There's so many things happening online, so you have to find ways to put yourself out there and to be original and different and make people want to see your stuff.
I would love to just kind of wrap up with some sort of general music questions about your kind of
Yeah.
influences and when you fell in love with music. Is there a moment that you remember from maybe like your childhood that you realized that music was a passion for you or, something you wanted to do in life?
Oh man. Well, for the first time I was on stage, I think, singing. I started quite early. I started singing. I was a kid, and as soon as I started singing, my dad was crazy about it, and he would want like all his friends and everyone to hear me all the time. He wanted me to sing more than I wanted to sing at the time. But then when I started to making shows in my hometown, I got engaged by a small production company who would just do like shows for businesses and like Christmas things, and the feeling was just yeah, the feeling was special because I was loving it, and
Mhm.
I could feel I was doing something good, and people were so excited to hear me sing. So I guess yeah, this for sure like fed fed the envy of doing it, but at the time I was just dreaming of it, but it felt like yeah, like a dream, but I wasn't sure like how I would get there, and but yeah, but here I am today. That's crazy, man.
It's all worked out, yeah. Um, I also need to kind of reference, obviously, Star Academy was a big part of your kind of career.
Yeah,
In the UK, there's been a little bit of kind of reflection on talent shows and that kind of culture, just in terms of maybe it's
yeah.
maybe not the best way into the industry. Do you kind of, how do you feel about your kind of experience on that? Was it a positive one for you, or was it something that you would maybe not do now?
Oh, I would. I think I would do it all over again. This was not planned at all. I went to Star Academy like the. I went to the auditions. There was like 10 days of auditions all across Quebec. 5,000 subscribers. Yeah,
Yeah,
something like
pretty
that.
big.
And I went to the last day of the supplementation. Uh, so yeah, it wasn't planned at all, and I had no expectations, and it just happened, and it for sure it changed my life. But I think that today, like times are evolving so fast, everything's evolving so fast, and the way to get famous and to get out there and to get seen is evolving, is changing as well. And I feel like there's no really good answers. You know, you have to use what you can, what's there. You know, it's sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't. And I mean, as long as you work, as long as it's made with good intentions, with good intentions and with passion and with talent and with work, there's no wrong way. Because at the end, you know, it's just people are gonna love you or they won't, and it's the public's gonna decide. So if you get if you get seen on TV, man, good, why not? And
Well,
this soon it's gonna be different, you know, because TV like it's going down. It's now it's just
yeah, yeah.
it's something else.
It'll go back to busking on the streets. That's what will get you into the industry.
Yeah.
Um, and final question, who are you listening to? Who are the artists that are inspiring you just now?
Just now, I'm listening to a lot of. I've been binge listening to Harry Styles' last album,
Yeah,
but also love Chet Faker,
yeah,
James Blake. I'm listening to a lot of James Blake right now. This is his last album, Trying Times. For sure,
stuff.
an artist that I look up to in the is aesthetics and
Mhm.
ambience, and I love his songs. But I've always been a huge fan of Frank Ocean, and in French I love I feel like Stromae has always been a huge influence for me. Um, as soon as he released his first stuff, I felt like it kind of showed me the way to maybe do and write things in French.
Yeah.
Yeah, but other
Nice.
than that, like in Quebec right now, we have an artist called Les Louanges. I don't know if you
Okay.
know him.
No, no, I need to
Les
check them out.
Louanges. Yeah, check him out. He's gonna release an album soon, and he's uh, he's very nice. I love what he does, and it's for sure an inspiration. Love McGee also.
Yeah.
So yeah, Bieber. I love Bieber.
Yeah. His new stuff is really good. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, man. Honestly, I've always been a fan of Bieber. Maybe not Baby Bieber, but as soon as he started like doing features and stuff, like
Yeah.
yeah,
Like Sorry, and that was at the Purpose album. That was a
bro,
really,
man,
really good album.
That
Yeah.
Purpose album, that's such an era, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bieber, yeah, it was nice.
Nice. Well, Olivia, it's been such a pleasure chatting to you. I'm really excited about the new material, and we'll keep our eyes peeled for release dates and things for the new album. It sounds really exciting, though.
Thank you, man. And as soon as I know the official release date, I'm gonna send it to you for sure.
Amazing. Yeah, give me a shout.